I don't have to show you any stinking watches.
Cues up the audio.
Feel like
Little
I
behind the
can't
scenes action
talk
for you.
Right.
Okay.
If I talk over myself.
Get my posture going.
I love it. Buku, 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 buku.
What's up, everybody? This is episode 5. We're having a weekday edition of the Cold Feet Podcast, brought to you by Stella, Artois.
Yeah. Last episode was brought to you by Bang.
Ooh.
This week is brought to you by Stella Artois. It's my grandpa's favorite beer.
So last episode we were a little jittery. We had a lot of caffeine running through us. This one we're going to be a little more relaxed.
We're going to be a little
more
saucy.
A little more verbose. Trina's had about 2 and about a quarter of the, maybe less than a quarter, about an eighth of those. And
no, but they're tall boys.
Yeah, I've had the same.
So, really, I've had 4 beers. But you fucking drank, the fucking backwash in my last one. I don't know why.
I didn't drink the backwash.
Cut me off. I don't need that shit, boy.
First of all, I'm bigger than you, which means I should drink more than you to equal out the drunkenness.
Does not matter.
We have a rule in our house. It's a 60-40 rule.
It's bullshit is what it is.
No, it's not. It is bullshit now that you work out more than I do. Yeah. So the 60-40 rule is if we have food, if we have a big plate of something, big smorgasbord of food, I get 60% because I'm bigger. I'm 60% of our total body weight, and she gets 40%. So that's just how we keep fit. It's how we keep going. It's how we keep the camaraderie of the relationship.
I think it's bullshit.
It's not, though, because I'm bigger than you. I should eat more than you. I should drink more than you.
Listen, I burn more calories than you do throughout the week. Mm-hmm. So I think I should eat more.
Yeah, no.
But honestly, I kind of eat a little bit more because I eat more I eat a lot when I'm at work and you just don't see it. Like when I'm at the gym.
Oh, I eat a lot of food behind your back.
Do you, though?
Bro, I be eating burgers.
Are you kidding? Wraps. I know. You fucking always do that shit.
I'm like...
he'll be like, oh, well, I went and got a honey bun and I was going to eat it before you found out, but then you found out, so I'm just going to eat the honey bun now. Like, all right, cool. You didn't get me anything? Whatever, man.
In your face, knuckle.
Hey.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no. Shit. I said knuckle.
Well, let's not say it again, right?
Can I say knuckle?
I don't know.
I can't just make up a new word and that be my word.
I don't think that word is made up, though. I'm pretty sure that's already a thing.
It is. It's kind of loosely related.
Yeah, you didn't make it up. That's unoriginal.
To the N word, yeah. You ever heard of womps?
No.
This womps. You've never seen that or heard that before?
No.
It's from Recess. Did you watch Recess growing up?
Yeah, like the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this womps. That's what they
well,
made up
I mean,
a word.
I watched it, but I kind of didn't because I thought it was kind of weird.
Bro, you're weird.
I was more of a rocket power.
Bro, they had a Recess movie.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was during summer school, and he had to still go to summer school, but he was still in recess for some weird reason.
Right. What were your favorite childhood cartoons?
Cartoons?
Or not even favorite, but what do you remember watching as a kid?
I remember I hated SpongeBob growing up.
Dude, I watched a lot of SpongeBob.
I would have hated growing up. My sister liked Disney shit, and I hated Disney.
Right.
I like Nickelodeon. Disney was just
a Nickelodeon kid too.
Disney was too just I don't know, kiddish. It just seemed so unrealistic. Their movies were decent. Remember Just in Time?
No.
They used to have a lot of original movies on Disney.
Yeah. One of my favorites is Smart House.
Smart House was a good one.
Yeah, or Johnny Tsunami. Luck of the Irish was a good one. I like that
If you think about it, Smart House was ahead of its time.
Dude, it really was.
Because it's not like they have the technology that's available in the movie now, but there's smart things now, and there's a smartphone, there's a smart computer.
So basically, the lady would be Alexa.
Exactly, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
And they have they have a smart fridge now. Did you know that? Samsung.
A smart fridge. What does that do?
It just plays music. It knows what's in your fridge.
Your fridge plays music.
I think it's connected to Amazon, so it knows when you're short on something, so it can send shit.
Dude, that shit's so weird to me. I will say, with Smart House, it kind of creeps me out in some ways because she would the fucking, I don't know, the lady, but she had the blue dress with the white polka dots and the red headband.
Oh,
remember her? She was the robot, but she was the one that like took care of the house when nobody was there.
It's the same bitch from that motorcycle show.
Maybe, but she was fucking creepy to me because she just like knew everything about the family, and she was like technically like a robot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What was the motorcycle show? She was Jim from
Motorcycle show.
it was like with the blonde guy. Motorcycle show. That's what all I'm gonna Google.
There was motocross. And it was like the guy, the brother and the sister, and like the sister had to like be her brother, shave her head or like cut her hair or whatever.
Dude, you don't know the motorcycle show I'm talking about? It was a huge show.
No, dude.
Gemma, Sons of Anarchy.
Oh yeah, I know what you're
it was
talking
the
about.
mom from that, and she was in Smart House. She's been in a lot of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I was never a Sons of Anarchy person.
But yeah,
Never watched
what
it.
other Disney movies were there? There was Just in Time, which is like about some like, I don't know if he was autistic or what, but like he used to race soapbox cars.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't Frankie Muniz, was it?
I think it was.
I'm gonna look it up.
I think it was.
God, he was a freaking.
Double Trouble with the two girls that played basketball. You know what I'm talking about? They were twin sisters, and they like went to play like professional basketball. That was one I always watched.
Never seen that one.
There was like another one with two sisters that were they raced.
It wasn't called Just in Time. It was called Miracle in Lane 2. But his little soapbox car, was called Just in Time. Damn.
Gotcha.
This is just giving me... it was Frankie Muniz. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he got in trouble for cheating because he had handbrakes. No one else had handbrakes because he couldn't use his feet. So he wasn't like autistic, but he was
What were some other
physically
good
handicapped.
Disney Channel originals where they all did the thing?
What was
and
the
they were, like,
the
riding
motocross one? With the girl, she was like, people were like screaming into their...
Yeah, right.
like, it was this. Motocross Disney movie.
I think it was just called Motocrossed.
Dude, I used to know this. It was called Motocross. Yeah, she was her brother because her brother got hurt, and then she was like, "I'm a girl, but I'm also."
Pretty sure I just talked about that. I just said that. Like it was a girl and her brother, and she had to cut her hair, pretend to be her brother, and did you not hear?
I wasn't listening. I was Googling.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
It's a side effect of Stella. Podcast is brought to you by Stella Artois.
Yeah, man, those are some pretty good Disney Channel original movies. Did you watch any like shows on Disney Channel?
Nah, I said fuck it.
Yeah, I was like a PB&J Otter.
Oh, you know what I just did though? Disney wasn't SpongeBob.
No, that was Nickelodeon.
That was Nickelodeon. So I just shit on SpongeBob when it was really a Nickelodeon show.
Damn, homie.
Just call my sister. But my sister, she was 2 years younger than me, so like she would like to watch like more base stuff, and I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. Wow.
That was good.
Wow.
I give that like an 8.
Damn. That had bass. It registered on the podcast, and it scared the shit out of me.
I'm sorry. It's the Stella Artois.
Very impressive. No, but what are the Disney movies? What are some other Disney movies? Nickelodeon never had that. They never had original programming.
Cadet Kelly. Did you ever watch that?
Cadet Kelly, I remember watching that.
That almost made me want to join ROTC, but it didn't.
Is that? Oh my god, that's weird. Do you think that was paid for by the U.S. Army or like the military?
Could've been. Like I thought it was so cool how she could like flip the fucking thing, the gun around. It wasn't really a gun. I'm pretty sure they like said in the credits, like, no real guns were used in this movie.
Nuh-uh. Oh my god, 20 absurd things from. We're not gonna read 21 absurd things, are we?
Hell no.
I just want to know if the U.S. military paid for that shit because that's kind of crazy. Because it implants that in kids' minds.
Yeah, and at the time, because Hilary Duff was like the main character, she was really big into Lizzie McGuire, and that Lizzie McGuire impacted a lot of young females.
Yeah.
I remember one specific episode where like she really wanted a bra, and she like comes home and she like runs in the kitchen. She's like, I want a bra. It was like one of my, maybe that was like a turning point in my life. It's like, I need a bra.
I need
too.
a bra, girl. Yeah,
I
I'm
need a
sure we could
bra.
find if we did enough research that it was paid for by the U.S. military.
Maybe.
They're trying to get kids into the, recruitment was low. They're like, in 5 years, we need a huge boost. So let's sell this to 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Fuck,
So
Cadet
those are
Kelly.
the movies. Any other movies you can think of?
No, not in like
Luck of the
important.
Irish. I mentioned that one.
Luck of the Irish is
That
pretty
was a good
good.
one. I
It was
like
pretty
that
good.
one.
I remember, yeah. What do you think the main theme of that was though? like respect your heritage.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Like,
sure.
understand where you came from and use that to your advantage. What was the Cadet Kelly thing? I know Just in Time was like...
Well, Cadet Kelly was like, she was a brat. She was a brat, so her parents sent her to military school to, like, kind of get her in check. But, like, when she got there, she, like, kind of fell in love with it, and she had... What's her name? Fuck, I can't remember her.
No, that's her.
No. I'm not going to say teacher, but the lady that was, like, in charge of all of them, I guess you would say, like, it's not really the sergeant, because it was just military school. But anyway, she was Ren from Even Stevens.
Yeah, I was just about to say that because I just saw her face.
Yeah, I don't know her name, but she was Ren from Even Stevens.
Yeah.
Where was I going with this?
I don't know. You had this.
That was like her instructor, and like she was trying to get back at her.
A female leader.
Right, and like Kelly wasn't really getting along with her. Kelly, aka Hillary Duff, they were like kind of butting heads at first, and then like they end up having like a pretty good friendship at the end, and like a good relationship. So.
Huh. So just women in power. I mean, it could have empowered women too.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, back in when did that movie come out?
2002.
Ooh, yes.
Fuck, I was 10 years old.
I was 7.
Isn't it crazy to think about how like we used to gauge things off of like the 2000s? Like 2000, like something was 10 years old because you would pair it with something that happened in 1990. You know what I mean? And like 2010, something was 10 years old because you would like.
Yeah, dude, and now, like, you're thinking about, like, oh, and...
2018.
Yeah. Like, I had that thought the other day, like, my car. My car was made in 2011, and it's 7 years old. But, like, my car doesn't feel like it's 7 years old, you know? Like, and neither does yours. It was made in the same year, 2011, right?
Yeah.
Our cars don't seem like they're 7 years old. I mean, my car has a lot of miles on it, but...
Yeah. But if you look now, cars now have, like, more features and shit. Like, more dude... We can get into this. I keep pointing to the YouTube channel. Like, what's up, YouTubers? Guys? By the way, check us out on YouTube. Cold Feet Podcast.
Yeah, man. Do it.
Last episode's up. Episode 4. Extra rice. What is it called?
Extra white rice.
Extra white rice. Don't get brown rice. It's disgusting.
Brown rice is good for you, though.
It's better for you, though. Anyways. What was I talking about? Cars.
Cars and features.
Oh, features. That feature that whenever you're on the highway, you'll be driving next to someone and the light pops up on their mirrors.
Yeah.
How fucking lazy are you, dude?
Just look in your mirror.
Just
check your surroundings, right? But I feel like it's some people fucking need that shit. Yeah. And honestly, sometimes like when I'm driving and I see that cars have that, it makes me feel better.
Me too. I just thought that the other day. I was like, oh, he's not gonna come over because
I'm like, thank God.
Anytime I'm on the highway, I'm always checking to see like if I'm passing a car on the left hand side, like in the fast lane, they're in the right hand lane. Like I'm checking to see if they're gonna come over on me.
Yeah, like if they're paying attention.
Yeah, that's happened a lot. But this thing happened to me recently where the guy did have the light and he still came over on me. Ooh. And you know me.
Ooh, Zach has road rage, guys.
Bro, I don't have road rage.
He has road rage.
I have rage whenever someone is irresponsible and could potentially kill me with their...
On the road?
Jesus Christ, Trina. You're going to have to burp off mic. That is too much.
No, absolutely not.
That's too much burpage.
I'm not going to filter myself.
Jesus Christ.
You have road rage, man.
I do a little bit.
You were just saying you have rage when people do certain things on the highway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would call that road rage. Oh, shit, Bentley.
Oh, my God.
Come on, man.
Jesus.
Bentley's over here knocking my mic over.
Yeah, Bentley rage. No, but I feel like I can get angry at that because you are putting my life in danger. And of course there's an escalated level of rage. And you can call that road rage. You can call it regular rage. But I am fearful of my life at that point.
No, I totally understand.
It's fight or flight, and I'm fighting.
But, like, sometimes you take it to a level that it doesn't need to be taken to.
Like when? Have I ever ripped someone out of the car or pulled someone over?
No, but, like, sometimes you're getting into, like, little fucking races on the fucking highway, and it's like, why, dude? Like, just fucking back off, let them go, get away from them, and just drive.
When have I ever gotten in a race on the highway?
Just times.
Never. We saw
not a race, but, like...
This is something I'll never do. We saw this on the way to the Keys. There was a 2-lane highway, one going south, one going north.
Right.
And you can't really pass because like there's speed limits. There's like little zones where like you can't pass at all.
Correctamundo.
and we saw people trying to pass each other, going fast, speeding up, slowing down.
Right.
And I would never do that. It's just dumb. Like, you're never gonna like get the edge on someone. Even if you're 2 car lengths ahead of someone, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm smart enough to realize that. And
it's also proven like going faster while you're driving doesn't really get you to your point of destination faster.
Yeah, it does. That's just science.
No, not really. And if it does, it's like 5 minutes. Yeah. Like if you're driving like a long distance, 5 minutes. And like if you're driving like during regular hours, fucking on a street where there's lights and stuff, what happens? That person takes off and they're stuck at the next light, and you're right there next to them.
I love seeing that shit.
I know, right?
When they speed up and then you're at the next
oh,
light.
Hi.
What's up? Yeah.
It's a cool red light, man.
You got there quicker than me, but I'm here. Yeah, fuck those people.
Driving, man.
Driving.
God. Did you get your permit like right when you turned 15?
I waited like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, my mom was like, we're getting your permit. Like, you're going to be driving. Like, my mom didn't. Like, she didn't want to drive anymore. Like, she was ready for me to fucking start driving.
Well, mine was I had to drive to my job. I didn't get a job till I was 16. And...
That's still young, though. 16
That's pretty young.
To be working.
Bro, I've been working ever since I was 16.
Dude,
I know I'm
me
like,
too.
You see I'm like off and on now. Like, I don't really have like a job now. But like, I've been working since I was 16. Like, all through college, all through high school.
I was talking to
or
someone
halfway through
about
high
that
school
the other day. Who was I talking to?
I feel like you should work when you're young. At least have a little bullshit job that like you can
something.
You can use a little money from that.
You know what it's like.
Yeah.
To like be in an establishment, have somebody tell you what you need to do, follow their rules, and then collect a paycheck from it.
And use that paycheck how you want.
Right.
Because I would just blow money, and then I was like, I don't want to blow money on that. Because like,
yeah,
I worked in order to pay for this meal at this like this lunch buffet. We used to go to this lunch buffet, Osaka, off San Jose and Jacksonville, Mandarin, and like we would blow like $20. And I was like, I got to work 3 hours to earn that money. So, like, I don't want to work 3 hours to earn this.
What was minimum wage when you started working?
I think it was $7.50.
$7.50. Mine was $7.67.
Yeah. So, yeah, you were a little later in the workforce. So
I started working when I was 17.
Yeah.
Because what happened to me, like, I played sports all growing up. And then I tore my ACL. Had to have surgery. Couldn't play soccer anymore. So my parents were like, well, like, you need to get a job. Like, if you're not going to play soccer, you need to get a job.
Ooh.
So I started working and...
Just limping around?
Yeah.
What was your first job?
I worked at Larry's Giant Subs. I was a sandwich artist.
Oh, no. That's Subway. Larry's Giant Subs like a sandwich apprentice. Like
I actually worked at, like, the corporate one. Larry's Giant Subs started here in Jacksonville. So I worked went off South Side right across from Ale House.
At the flagship location?
Yeah, man, like upstairs was the whole like corporate office where they ran everything. Yeah, so downstairs was like the restaurant, not really a restaurant. It's more like an order at the counter and then wait for your food to come out. Yeah. But like that was the downstairs, the deli, whatever, and then upstairs was like the whole corporate office. It was kind of cool. It was a good first job.
So you learned how to make some subs.
Yeah, man.
You learned some like good skills as far as like getting to work on time, planning your week.
Yeah,
so you're not tired.
It was cool though.
Were you in high school? You were 17.
I was. So I was 17. I was like about to turn 18. Like they hired me. Like my birthday's in February. I think I started working in like December. Or I think sorry. I think it was October. I started working at Larry's Giant Subs, and then I couldn't wait till I was 18 because when I was 17, I had to take a break every 4 hours because of labor laws. Like I couldn't work more than I had to take a 30-minute break.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck this shit, man. Like I want to fucking be 18, not have to take this fucking break. I want my money. Like, yeah. And ever since, I've been working in the fucking food industry, food and service.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Damn. Ever since.
Yeah, I haven't honestly. So like, I worked at Larry's Giant Subs. Then I got a job at Buffalo Wild Wings. Then after I left I was working at Buffalo Wild Wings at the same time I started working at Cheesecake Factory. And still at Cheesecake. I had like a couple other jobs. Like I worked at American Eagle doing like floor set stuff.
That's retail.
Yeah, that shit was so boring, dude.
I feel like you need an office job though.
Hell, I don't want an office job.
I feel like everyone should work at everything for a year.
Maybe, but
I did food and beverage for like 3 years. I did a warehouse job, like not warehouse, but like I was stocking things. I worked on like a in the back area, like at Dillard. So I was like a
Right.
stock boy. Like I would unload the truck that came in of all the merchandise with like 8 other people, 8 other like foreigners. Like, no, for real. Like it was the best. That's the best job I've ever had. Dillard's.
Really?
I worked with like Bosnian, Cambodian, Ethiopian, Cuban people.
Kind of like that for me at Cheesecake, honestly.
Yeah. But like I got that experience, and then I worked in an office for a year, and now I just feel like I'm in a cycle of office jobs.
I just think that like I would get fucking bored at an office.
Dude, offices suck.
Like I don't know what I would do. Like I'd just be sitting at my desk like how the fuck am I going to pass time right now?
Unless it's something you're passionate about and something you're good at.
Yeah, but I don't feel like there's an office job out there right now for me that I could find that I really am like passionate about.
But usually those office jobs are like you're selling something or you're doing like customer service.
Yeah, and fuck that.
Yeah, and I worked at a law firm for a year. I was a file clerk, and that was kind of cool because I would babe, I was like the worst file clerk.
Really?
Like I would just be reading like there's this case where I can't say the names of anything, but like there was this case where this like laboratory don't say I just said Nuka, you said we call our little Bubba the N-word sometimes. It's okay.
I did not mean that in any way.
It's okay. It's not offensive. Your phone's right there. You want to move your phone?
It's okay. You can just lay on it.
Yeah. So I worked at this law firm, and I would read the court cases because a lot of it was like boring construction shit. But this one that I read, like all the way through, it was about this company, this medical company who would dump their byproduct in a dumpster, and kids would come and take their byproduct and get high off of it or drink it. And one kid died.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Yeah, and I don't know what it was. It was like something. It wasn't methadone, but it was something like that, or it was some kind of like.
That's bad.
Shit, it's like a narcotic, and they would come and eat it, and then one kid died.
That's really dark.
Yeah. So their family, of course, sued. The medical
so like,
company.
what did you do though? You just like.
I would organize all the attorney's notes. I would say like so exhibits would come in, and it would be like. Exhibit 1A, Exhibit 1B, and I would catalog all that shit in their system so they can just go and easily find. I would scan it and catalog it so they could just go in their computer instead of looking at physical documents. Jeez, you can't, babe, for real, that's annoying as fuck.
It's not. It's cool.
It's annoying as fuck. It's not cool.
That one was probably like a 9.5.
No, I feel like your first one was 9.5. That was an 8. Anyways, there was another case where what was I talking about?
Fucking medical dumpsters.
Medical case.
Kids.
Oh, I went to FSU, and there was this kid in a fraternity, Lambda Chi, who they were at a party one night, and this big like fraternity corner. It's called Heritage Grove. It's like kind of apartments. There's houses too. There's like fraternity houses. It actually has the second biggest fraternity house in the nation in Heritage Grove. It's fuck, I don't know what it's called.
If I like start saying fraternities, would you know?
No, you don't know fraternity names.
Yeah, I do. Like there's like SAE.
Pike.
Okay. Yeah.
It was called Pike, and they had the second biggest fraternity house in the nation in this place, Heritage Grove. There's a couple houses down that is called Lambda Chi, or used to be called Lambda Chi, until one night they're having a party. This kid had a gun.
Oh shit.
It was like an assault rifle type thing, and had like a laser on it. They were like pointing it around, playing with it. And it ended up shooting this girl in the chest. This girl named Ashley.
It's always the girl. Like, it's fucked up, dude.
Shot this girl named Ashley right in the chest. And, they're obviously off campus. They fucking killed a girl. But
she died?
She died, yeah.
Fuck.
She died at a party because some idiot was pointing a gun around.
Dude, that's fucked up.
And I don't know if our firm was handling the defense side. I think it was the defense side to, like, try to get these kids, like, off the hook, pretty much.
I mean, I feel like you can get the other kids off the hook, but not the kid that fucking brought the gun.
Right. Or who actually pulled the trigger and yeah.
I remember, like...
but yeah, that was a big case that we handled, too. It was
there was,
cool.
like, something that happened at UNF here in town with one of the fraternities. I don't remember what fraternity it was, but basically, like, they were having a house party, and the girl didn't die, I don't think. She just got severely injured, but they were, like, having a house party, and their balcony was, like, fucked up. And, like, they had, like, tape that said, like, don't go up here, like, caution tape. But she went up there anyways, and she fucking fell. Like, the balcony, like, got fucked up or something.
Well, I mean, that's kind of her fault.
Right. But, I mean, like...
Did she die?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so. I think she just got, like, hurt really bad. But
yeah.
still,
I mean, who cares? She got hurt really bad.
It's fine. She didn't die.
She got some money for that shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But I feel like imagine your daughter. Like, you raise her, she's 18, she gets up, she grows, she, like, gets into college, she's at FSU, she's studying microbiology, and, like, some fucking idiot frat dude shoots her in the chest with a gun. And, like, he probably gets off. I think they all got off relatively easily.
Of course.
Because it wasn't, like, intentionally. They didn't mean to kill her, but...
still, though. Like, someone fucking lost their life.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of losing your lives...
Alright.
Great segue. We before we started this podcast, we were listening or watching a documentary on Netflix called The Magic Pill.
Dude, check it out. If you guys haven't already, check it out. It's pretty good.
It's basically about the ketogenic diet, high fat, low carbohydrate diet, high fat, high protein, low carb diet, and
it's becoming a little bit more popular, I would say. Within just like the realm of health and nutrition, like doing keto. But I know there's a couple things like some people don't do keto the right way. Apparently, like, I don't really know that much about it, but there's like these strips like that you have to like, I don't know if you pee on them, but there's like some kind of like strips that you have to do to like tell you if your body is like responding to the keto diet correctly. But I've heard like they're not very accurate.
Oh, no. It tells you if you're in a state of ketosis.
Okay, yeah.
And the state of ketosis is you're burning fat rather than living off of the sucrose in your body or the glucose in your body. Instead of burning and living off the energy of sugar, which is what a lot of people do when they eat bread. Right. They, just straight processed foods. Right. Our body lives off the sugar. And that's not a state of ketosis. A state of ketosis is whenever you feed yourself a high-fat, high-protein diet. It's just living off the high-fat. Yeah, low carb, yeah. So it's living off the high... It's basically burning the fats instead of converting the carbohydrates you put in your body into fat, which makes you fat, which makes you unhealthy, which is what we're seeing in the documentary. Anyways,
the documentary was crazy. It talks about ketosis and how people have... For, 5 weeks or 4 weeks?
What?
That they change their lifestyle into like a ketosis type diet.
Well, one family, they were 10 weeks.
10 weeks, okay.
Yeah, so this girl, it was a family. It started with the matriarch, which was the grandmother, and she had a daughter who had a family with a husband and an autistic, girl. And
they had 2 kids. They had one daughter that was not autistic and one that was.
Yeah.
So that was their family. It was the 2 daughters, the husband, the dad, the husband, and the mother.
Yeah.
And then
her mom. It was her mom.
Okay. And then her mom also changed her lifestyle into a ketosis type lifestyle.
So her mom, the matriarch, was pre-diabetic. She was on all these
lots of medication,
thyroid medications, low blood, had high blood pressure. She was fucked up.
Oh yeah, man.
So within 4 weeks of her starting this diet, she dropped. That's where you got the 4 weeks from.
Yeah.
She dropped like 17 pounds.
Yeah.
She stopped having to take No, that was a different lady. She stopped having to take her medicine, basically.
She got off her medicine.
All her meds.
But the more interesting thing, besides her, which was great, that she was able to come off her meds, and that hits home a little bit for me. Like, my mom was on a lot of medicine with her health problems, and she's starting to come off of them. Yeah. So that made me happy to, see that somebody can come off their medicine, change their diet, and just change their whole lifestyle, be healthier, and live longer, and... anyways, that's besides the point. The daughter, the family with the 2 daughters, one of them was autistic, and they changed the whole family changed their diet. The daughters were eating nothing but chicken nuggets, cheese,
goldfish.
Yeah, goldfish, Doritos. They basically the dad was even she just went on a list about a bunch of things that she couldn't eat anymore, and it was all just nothing
shit that we
healthy.
Feed her. Yeah.
He was nothing that she said that she wanted was healthy. And that was kind of a wake-up call for them. But anyways, she was autistic, and changing her diet, they saw improvement. They were able to get her off of, medication she was taking for seizures. She was able to respond better to statements, say, no, I don't want this, or I do want this. She was feeding herself her own healthy food. It was just crazy.
She could just communicate emotions because her brain, cognitively, she was performing better. And that all kind of it all snowballs. You know what I mean? Once your brain starts to feel better, you can start to communicate with people better. So once your communication with people starts to get better, you have better relationships with people. You can have better, I don't know, you just, your overall
health
life
just changes for the better. And it's crazy. Like, I had so many thoughts, like, while we were watching it, like, the government says, like, oh, you need low fat, like, reduced fat, low fat. This is Zach's about to open a zebra cake right now.
What are you talking about?
Like sugar, like just low. I don't know, like the way like things like market towards like they brought up something. They had like a box of wheat thins up, and they were showing like it says reduced fat, 100%, like
no trans fats.
Yeah,
no,
and he was saying like if something on the market is trying to sell you so much on how healthy it is,
it's probably
not good for you.
Yeah.
So, like, one thing, so I coach at a gym. I don't know if you guys have heard that before. One thing I always tell my clients when we talk to them about nutrition, like, Zach and I eat pretty healthy. Like, we don't do keto, but I will say, listen, I know he's about to open a zebra cake, but...
And we're drinking beer.
Yeah. But, no, like, on the, like, throughout the week, like, we eat pretty healthy. Like, you eat cheese, but...
Tonight we had fish and Brussels sprouts for dinner. We caught this fish. Yeah, we did. We caught snapper in the Keys. It's been freezing for a while. We just, thawed out last night and ate it today. It was really good. We had Brussels sprouts, and like I feel full. I don't feel like. I mean, we're about to have a snack just because like we've been drinking. We're having a little fun. Like, but it's like not our main diet. Like we don't just eat bullshit all the time. Like we eat real food. Like you eat nuts. We eat nuts. Yep. I eat eggs every morning. Mm-hmm. Like it's just like you have to eat real food and not just shit that's like thrown at you because it says it's healthy.
Frozen with preservatives, trying to make it last longer. Like you don't want that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, so, like, I tell my clients, like, shop on the perimeters of the grocery store, so when you go into the grocery store, you see your produce, everything, like, you want to try to avoid the aisles. The aisles is where you'll find the stuff that's not good for you.
Except for, like, spices and stuff. Yeah, you're not going to get anything good.
I mean, if it's stuff like that, fine. I mean, if you need to go get paper plates, like, go down the aisle. But, no, like, stay on the perimeters, get all your vegetables. I mean, really, you only need your fats, your proteins, and, I mean, I wouldn't say we eat keto, but we're
pretty close, dude.
We're pretty close to a keto type lifestyle.
Yeah, whenever we're watching the documentary, I was like, oh, we're doing all right.
Our fridge looks very similar to like what they were showing on the documentary for people.
And it's weird though, because like you see before their fridge and it looks stock full of food. They
have all this food.
Like, oh yeah, they're so they're healthy because they eat a lot of food or like they eat food, but like our refrigerator is never really like super stocked. I don't feel like it should be because the foods that you're supposed to eat should be perishable, and you shouldn't be buying those in bulk. They should be going bad
because you need to eat it.
Yeah.
So like we have to grocery shop at least once a week.
Oh yeah. Most likely twice a week.
Right.
Yeah.
And if it's not like a full on grocery shop, we're at least going to Publix. I mean, I go to Publix at least like 2 to 3 times a week just to get stuff.
Yeah.
But your fridge shouldn't have like things that will last 2-3 years in it.
When she pulled out that box of pastaroni and she's like, what is this?
What is pastaroni? Dude, pastaroni is so good.
It's so good, but it's so bad for you.
We haven't had pastaroni in so long.
Shit like that is so good, but yeah, it just makes you like, after I eat it, I can feel myself getting softer and like see my face and just
puffy.
Like right now I'm puffy because I've been drinking, but like usually I feel like we're pretty cut and like we look healthy.
And like I'll even like say like you haven't been working out that much and like you still look good. You know what I mean? Because you have a healthy diet. Like you're not over there fucking shoving bread down your throat, pasta down your throat. You shove cheese down your throat.
God, cheese is so good
Zach
though.
Likes cheese, man.
God, that's
cheese
my thing.
Cheese is not that good to me. Like, so we went to the Keys with his family and like somehow we ended up coming home with like a fucking bag of cheese. Like
it's like assorted cheese. It had prosciutto, it had cheese sticks, it had
mild cheddar, sharp cheddar, like all the
cheddars.
Yeah. So, anyways, we end up coming home with this bag of cheese. I don't know how, because I don't fucking eat cheese. But I ate like it was like
square.
A Land O'Lakes mild cheddar square of cheese last night. And like I really tried like to like it, but I just didn't. Like, I broke up half of it, and I was like, here you go, babe. Like, I'm just not.
And I just, like, snatched it. I was like, yum, 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 yum,
yeah,
yum.
he loves it.
It's got that umami, bro.
Dude, I don't think cheese has umami.
Cheese does have umami.
Umami or umami? I gotta pee.
Umami's good. Do we need to pause?
Nah.
We're not gonna pause. It'll fuck up the video.
We can pause, like, not really pause, but you can just, like, keep staying on the thing for a second.
All right, then go. I'll try to.
I'm so sorry, guys. We were drinking all this beer, and I gotta pee.
Go.
Okay, bye.
I'll try to float this podcast while she's. I might just commentate on her pissing.
Do it. You'll hear it.
But no, like, I have so much respect for Trina. You have no idea. She thinks I shit on her. I make fun of her, but she just stays working out. She stays eating right, which is that kind of like. Am I not selfish, not superficial, but like I hope she keeps on doing it for the whole time that we're together as people. Cause like she has the type of like metabolism. If she does start eating cheese, zebra cakes, she starts drinking every night, she's gonna blow up. Like, but I feel like that's how most people are, but they don't want to admit it. And most people. Like, I know once I start eating bullshit like this, like, I keep holding the zebra cake up. Like, if I don't eat stuff like protein, greens, stuff that's good for me, like, I blow up really quick. And I feel like a lot of people have that problem and they're not aware of it. So they just keep eating like shit. They keep, filling these holes, whether it's like emotionally or whatnot, just to like.
Oh yeah, there's emotional eaters.
We saw on there. There's emotional eaters. Like they just anything good happens, they eat to celebrate it. Anything bad happens, they eat to like drown the pain. And I'm kind of like that.
I'm kind of like that too. Or you know what it is for me? Like I eat when I'm bored.
I don't do that.
Also, I'm back, guys. I had a really good pee. Yeah,
I don't do that. If I'm bored, I will jack off. I'm sorry. This is a family podcast. I'm sorry. I did it today. Babe, I almost masturbated today. I didn't. I was so proud of myself. I was like, go take a shower.
Go take a shower.
I did that. I went and took a shower instead of jacking off. I went on Craigslist. I sent out resumes.
That sounds great. I was about to jack off and then I went on Craigslist. What the fuck are you doing today?
So I've got this job that doesn't start until like May 21st, and it's April, what is it?
Fucking the
24th right now, 24th. So I have
24th.
almost a whole month until I start it. And like I've just been trying to like find temporary employment until then, and like I almost jacked off today, but I was like, let's look for jobs until then. Like let's look for temporary shit. I was so proud of myself today though. No, but I was saying it's so easy to get caught in that slippery slope of eating shitty because it tastes good.
And also like eating shitty is kind of like a social thing.
Oh.
It like I was talking to this one girl at my gym. She's one of my clients, and she has lost so much weight. It's crazy. You've seen her transformation pictures before, like
yeah.
And she like I asked her one day. I was like, how did that happen? Like, how did you get to that size? And she was like, honestly, like my friends and I would go out drinking and then we'd just go eat like shit afterwards.
Yeah, we go to
all
IHOP,
the time because
Waffle House.
Eating is a social thing for people, and I mean, think about it. What do people do? Like I work at a restaurant, people come out to eat all the fucking time. Like and people do that.
You're part of the problem. Cheesecake Factory, right? You're giving it to these people.
Man, you can eat healthy there. I do it all the time.
Yeah, but you don't want to go out and that be your celebratory meal and you're eating healthy. Like you're eating freaking broccoli and salmon. Which is fucking good though. It's good at Cheesecake Factory.
And there's like, excuse me, I need to be burped right now.
Don't say that.
Zach has to burp me sometimes.
Guys, I burp Trina. Have we talked about this before?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
But no, like and there's people you can tell like that will come out to eat, and that's not a thing that they do. Like they're out to celebrate this one time, this one occasion. That's
cool. I like that shit.
But there's also times when you can tell like this is what people do all the time, is just go out to eat. And there's so much more to life than that. I know.
Like, you feel like shit after you eat bad.
God, you really
Like, we're going to wake up in the morning. This is my third Stella. And Tall boy. So probably like 5.5 beers. And I'm going to eat this. I'm going to wake up in the morning. Babe.
Oh, that felt really good.
Oh my God.
He's going to eat that fucking zebra cake. And then he's going to sit on the toilet for fucking 20 minutes.
Tomorrow morning.
Like, why did I eat this fucking zebra cake and drink that beer last night? Yeah. And then we're not going to do it for like 4 days.
Yeah. And then we'll do it again. But at least it's not every day. And I feel like people have that every day. They do. Right. They just do that.
Like one thing I mentioned to you while we were watching a documentary, like, yeah, I'm going to eat this cosmic brownie, but that's going to be the only processed sugar intake that I take for the day, which isn't good. I will say I shouldn't be eating it.
But it's better than 95% of the population.
Right. 95% of the population, they have soda in their fridge. They have apple juice in their fridge. They have fucking all kinds of processed Pop-Tarts, oatmeal, like fucking flavored oatmeal, like things that they think are healthy, and it's not good for you. Yeah. Like,
if you look at our fridge right now, there are no liquids. No. All we drink is water.
We don't even have water in our fridge because we just get it out of the
refrigerator. But like that's what I'm saying. Yeah. All we drink is water. And I feel like that's pretty good on us. Like, we don't drink any kind of sugary liquid. Like, we don't even drink diet shit.
No. Sometimes we'll get Fairlife chocolate milk.
But that's a serving here or there. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's like after
it's a cup here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like we're drinking it all day. That'll last us like about 5-6 days.
Right. If that, because it's supposed to be drank within a certain amount of days when you open it, because it's fucking organic and expensive, and that's what you get when you fucking buy organic shit.
But that's what you should be eating, is shit that expires quickly.
Exactly.
Because it's better for you.
Yeah.
That's just a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
There was another part of the documentary, The Magic Pill, on Netflix. Check it out. Where this kid who had autism, he was born with autism. Like, they knew once he was a newborn, like, oh, he's like,
yeah, she said that
an awesome
when
kid.
they put him in her arms, he, like, a lot of babies like light up and smile
and look at you and like connect. He didn't.
Nothing. It was nothing for him, which is a little sad, like, when you think about it.
God, I cried. Did you see me crying earlier?
I saw your eyes get a little watery.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
But no, I cried whenever they told us about this kid's diet and how they changed it, and he started to perform cognitively better. Like, he would
within 3 days.
Within 3 days, and I know it's like it doesn't work for everyone. Like, I'm not saying like ketogenic diet is like a cure-all, but like if you look at the science, like it helps your bad cholesterol go down, good cholesterol goes up. All your levels that are bad go down. All your levels that are good go up.
Oh, and
your sugar levels go down.
Even the mom, the grandmother that we were talking about earlier, she even said, like, if you have depression, if you're feeling sad, tired, sluggish, anything, like, changing your diet helps so much with that.
And it's crazy how the one lady who was a nurse who changed her diet.
Yeah.
She's a fucking nurse.
Retired nurse.
She was diabetic. She was on all these medications, and she knew nothing about nutrition.
Oh, and she even said, like, they don't teach us enough about nutrition.
Yeah. When 70% of the chronic illnesses, like diabetes, hypertension, high blood sugar, like, they all contribute to diet. Or diet contributes to all that shit. It's crazy, and people aren't educated about that. Like,
what else were you saying about the kid?
Oh, the kid, yeah, he was performing better on cognitive tests. Like, there's this autism test where he ranked really high at the beginning, which showed like he was highly
autistic.
He was highly autistic, and after the diet, after like a year or so, I don't know how long it was, I don't know the duration.
Right.
He was like on the lower end of it, and he was starting to show emotion more. He was starting to...
He could complete full sentences.
To where he couldn't before.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
And it was crazy because, like, they would say, like, he could complete full sentences, and they would test him on it. Like, they would ask, like, what is something you're scared of? He would say turtles.
Yeah.
And he would say, and then they would tell him, all right, say that, like, can you tell me that in a full sentence?
He was like, I'm scared of turtles.
Right. And there was another instance where they asked him to say a full sentence, and I kind of thought, like, as I was listening, like, oh, this is
coached, or this is,
no,
like,
not even
real?
that, but this sentence is not going to
come out.
Yeah.
Like, where he said, like, why do you feel scared? He's like, because sometimes I'm lonely. Or like,
right. And he said something, but it didn't sound like it was going to end as a full, complete sentence. But give him a couple seconds, and he was able to turn that little phrase into a full sentence.
That was crazy.
It was crazy.
And it gave me goosebumps. Like, I have goosebumps right now. And, like, I fucking cried.
The other one that, like, blew my mind was there was a lady who was diagnosed with cancer. She was diagnosed with cancer.
This one I want to kind of tiptoe around because I don't believe that all cancers are
right. No, there's some
diet based.
Right.
But keep going, yeah.
But there are like you said earlier, like there are some genetic cancers that people get.
Little kids have, and there's no way they're gonna fight it off.
Right. However, this lady was diagnosed with cancer, and she changed her diet, went into full ketosis, and didn't go through chemotherapy, no radiation, no surgery, and it was gone. Like, she said she went back to her doctor, and her doctor was like, if I was looking at this as a new patient, I've never seen anyone before, I would say there's no problem here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And we found out, I didn't know this before, that cancer lives on the sugars that you put in your body.
Yeah.
So if you keep feeding your body glucose and sucrose and sugars, the cancer is going to grow because it eats that.
Oh, now you're burping.
I'm burping now, but I don't want to do that. That was crazy to me. I never knew that before. And I was like, I'm going to probably stop eating sugar after this zebra cake. And I don't know, like, but I feel like I don't eat a lot of breads because that metabolizes into sugar, which is fat, which is,
Yeah,
cancer.
I don't even know the last time I bought a loaf of bread.
I know, we were really good about that.
Yeah.
I said the other day, like, I want to, like, start making peanut butter sandwiches again.
I was like, hell no.
And then ever since I said, I was like, nah, why would you do that? Like, you feel so much better. Like, my joints are working better. Like, everything's
You just don't feel, like, bloated all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
My face, I know I'm breaking out right now just because I started popping pimples.
It doesn't look like you're breaking out.
But, like, yeah, even, like, I said I'm breaking out. You don't feel like I'm breaking out because I'm, like, it's not, like, big red,
like, pussy abscesses
on my fucking face. Yeah. Whereas before it would be like that.
Yeah.
I told you about how I used to go to school every morning. I would eat a hot fudge sundae Pop-Tart, sugar,
so good,
with a glass of milk. And I would, like, go every bus ride to school in the morning from, like, freshman year to, like, junior year, sophomore year. Like, I would have a stomach ache on the way to school. And I was like, I think I'm just nervous to go to school. When obviously it was just my body reacting to the dairy and the sugar that I put in my body to start the fucking day. Yeah. And then I'd be groggy all day.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't believe how dumb I was.
Milk was never, like, a thing in my house. Like, we always had, like, milk, like a gallon of milk, but, like, I don't ever really remember, like, drinking milk that much.
I used to drink whole milk. Ugh. Like, in the morning, and when I got home, I would come home and have, like,
that makes me want to vomit.
Cookies and shit. Yeah.
Milk. I don't care for milk, honestly.
God, I love milk.
Like, I never, like, I'm sitting down, like, I crave, like, a glass of milk.
Sometimes I will. But ever since I've, like, realized or I've known that a certain amount of pus is allowable in milk, I don't like milk, dude. Like, there's pus in there.
Gross, right?
Like, there's, like, fucking, abscess wounds in there. And, like, it's just, like, they allow it because they can just heat it up and, like...
Yeah, like, the FDA, like...
burn all of that shit off.
Approves, like, a certain small percentage of, like, gross shit in food.
It's gross, dude. I don't flux with it.
Yeah, man.
Don't flux with milk. Don't flux with high-carb diets. Don't flux with simple carbs.
Don't flux with sugar.
Yeah, get healthy fats. Get your avocados. Get your coconut oil. Get your nuts.
Cashews.
Yeah, we eat a lot of nuts.
Olive oil.
Olive oil is
Cook
good.
with olive oil.
Yeah.
You don't want vegetable oil. That shit, when they were talking about vegetable oil.
Yeah, we're done. We're going to throw our shit away.
It's basically like something that was made in the industrial era that is indestructible.
Yeah.
Like,
it'll never go bad.
And you don't want that.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, like, you want your food to be stuff that is perishable, that will go bad, and vegetable oil is not one of those things.
What they said was the oils, the vegetable oils, are synthesized from, like soybeans. They're synthesized from corn. So they're super high heated, which kills off the antioxidants that these vegetables have organically. So there's like legumes, these, like I said, the soybeans, the corn, like it's super high heated to where like the shit that works well in your body, the antioxidants, everything that treats your gut flora right is burned off. So all you have is the super concentrated oil, you know what I mean, that people cook with. It's hard vegetable oil that doesn't gel well with your cells on a cellular level.
Right.
I thought that was crazy.
Yeah. You guys should definitely check it out.
I hope we have on board people. We talk about this for like 20 minutes, dude.
Nutrition.
Oh,
but
fuck.
I will say, like, we can wrap up this whole nutrition thing with this. Like, nutrition is about 90% of everything.
Health, yeah.
Like, if you are wanting to lose weight, and you're working out and you're not seeing the results, check out your nutrition. Shit. Like, seriously, like, I work at a gym. I coach people. Like, I see it all the time. Like, people will be like, I'm not seeing, they'll come in and they're like, I'm not seeing results. I've been coming to this gym for 6 months and nothing's changing. My body's hitting a plateau, which will happen. But at the same time, like, check your nutrition. Like, what are you eating every night? Do you know what you're eating? Like,
are you still drinking those Diet Cokes?
Yeah. Like, are you cutting out all that sugar, those Gatorades, those Powerades? Like, are you putting all that cream or all that sugar in your coffee? Like, that will make a huge difference. Like, my gym does, like, a nutritional challenge.
I'm glad you got to that.
Every couple months, and Zach and I have done it before, and it's only 4 weeks long.
And it's basically a ketogenic diet.
It is. You have your fats, your carbs, your proteins.
But the carbs aren't carbs like bread.
No, carbs
they're
are
vegetable carbs.
Vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, rice, anything that you can get carbs from naturally. And not like a pasta, a bread, anything like that.
I think I missaid it earlier when I said simple carbs are bad. Complex carbs are bad. Simple carbs are good. Simple carbs are like broccoli, cauliflower,
asparagus,
shit like that.
Yeah.
Those are simple carbs that are good for you. Complex carbs are bad. So I'm sorry if I said that earlier.
And doing that 4-week nutrition challenge, like, I will say, like, Zach and I didn't have, like, a lot of body fat or weight to lose when we first did it.
But we still lost weight.
We still lost weight. We still lost body fat. Like,
we
took before and after pictures, and you can see the difference just in 4 weeks. And sometimes with health, nutrition, fitness, I think people tend to forget about the patience and how long it takes for your body to change and to get the results that you want to see. But sometimes you just got to tell yourself, like, this this big old sub I'm about to eat is not going to be worth it if I'm trying to get to where I want to be in 4 weeks. It's not going to make my body make a difference. And that's what I try to preach so much sometimes to people. Like, it's not worth it right now. Like, it might taste good right now, and it's going to be worth it.
It's 30 seconds of mouth pleasure for 30 days.
It'll put you back. Exactly. It'll set you back 30 days just eating that if your body's not used to having a healthy, regular diet.
And we lost all that, not weight, but we got leaner and thinner with one cheat meal a week. Yeah. Like, we didn't just eat all that. Like, we had one cheat meal a week. We're like, we went ham. Like, we ate, like, a good amount of food. And, like, we were, like, throughout all those rules of, like, high fat, high protein. Like, we just ate whatever we wanted. Like, you can do that once a week. Just don't do that every fucking day.
Yeah, or don't fucking eat clean Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. You're fucking going out, eating whatever you want. You're fucking, you're setting back everything you did for the entire week for 3 days of pleasure of food. Like, there's so many other things you can do.
That's like addict mentality.
It is.
That's crackhead mentality.
It is.
Jesus.
So you know what, listeners? I challenge you guys, if you already don't have a healthy diet as it is, fucking eat healthy. Shop on the perimeters of the grocery store. Get your fats, avocados, olive oil, nuts, cashews, anything like that. Get your protein, your chicken, your ground turkey, your ground beef, eggs, fucking tuna, whatever, and get your good carbs. Broccoli, asparagus, your vegetables. Don't go too crazy on the fruit. Fruit does have a lot of sugar. But fruit, do it. Do it for 4 weeks and see what your body does.
Guys, fucking do it.
It'll change. Like, you will be surprised. Yeah, speaking of all this shitty ass food. Let's do our fucking panda. This is our cheat meal of the week.
Yeah. Nah, we have more than one cheat meal a week now. But I feel like we know how to regulate. Anyways.
I work out 6 days a week, man.
Guys, what's your panda fortune?
I cannot open this
right
package now.
My hands are slippery. All right, I'll read mine first since you got to go first last time.
I feel like I always go first.
We'll just end on the panda fortunes, okay? This is already going long, guys.
A little stale.
Little midweek.
I gotta end.
Check in. They got bigger font on these.
Yeah, mine does too.
You notice that?
It's on all caps.
Yeah. All right, so mine is reevaluate your plans for long-term. Reevaluate your plans for long-term success. Boom.
Okay.
And I don't have any plans for long-term success, but I'm gonna reevaluate them. I'm gonna look at them.
So mine.
No. We gotta expound on it. We can't just say the fortune.
I was just gonna at least like read it.
That's not the. No, we're gonna expound on mine, then we'll expound on yours. Okay. So what do you think that means for you?
Reevaluate
if that was your fortune,
your plans for future success. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I remembered that without even looking at it. I'm really proud of myself.
Boom.
Reevaluate your plans.
You should do that periodically anyways. You should have 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10-year goals. I feel like I have that in the back of my head, at least. I don't tell you that. I don't put it on the podcast, but like I'll do it.
Don't really have stuff like that.
Really?
I don't have like
you should.
1 year goal, 3 year goal, 5 year goal.
I used to poo-poo it.
I might like not really thinking about it, like subconsciously I might have stuff like that, but like sitting here and trying to think about stuff like that, I really don't. Yeah. But I also feel like I am the type of person, like I kind of live my life like, I don't want to say like I go with the flow, but I take every opportunity that presents itself to me as a certain way, and I try not to think about the future because I just want to kind of live in that moment. So
you should a little bit. This is why. I've gotten some really good advice over the years, and like you remember shit, like you forget shit. This is one thing I've always remembered from my stepdad, and he's like a pretty successful dude. Like he's a good dude, and he said that there's like 3 to 4 different phases in your life. When you're younger, you think day to day. You think, what am I going to be doing today? What am I going to be doing tonight? What am I going to be doing tomorrow? You think day to day. When you're a little bit older, you think, week to week. You think, how am I going to pay rent? How am I going to do this? When you have kids, when you do that, you think month to month because like you're thinking like for your kids, like school and their life and how they do things. Then when you get older, you have like blocks set out. You have 10 years, 20 years blocks set out because like you're getting older. The passage of time means a little less than you. Or less than it was whenever you were 15, because like whenever you're 15, 1/15 of your life was a lot. When you're 30, it's half that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like you start to think in bigger chunks, and I feel like you should do that as you get older. Well, we should have different plans. Even if they don't come to fruition, you should at least have some kind of architect of a plan.
Like for me personally, I would say I'm kind of in like the week to week right now.
Yeah, that's what I am now.
And it might be a little different. Like, yeah, you say you're in the week to week. You're a little bit older than me, so you might have more things that you think about. I mean, you're not like that much older than me. It's only 3 years, but that goes a long way in a sense. Does, yeah. But I don't really think about that. Like, I mean, but when I like sit down and I reflect and I think about like where I thought I was gonna be, where I am now, like a year ago, I did not think I was gonna be where I am today.
Is that bad or good?
Oh no, that's good.
Really?
Like there's like when I got done with high school, there's no way in fucking hell I thought I would have a job where I'm a fucking fitness trainer coaching people and being able to do something like that without going to college and not having a degree and being taught in like a classroom setting how to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, like when I reflect on stuff like that, like it's hard for me to like think about the future because I never thought I was going to be where I am today a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So I kind of like to just take opportunity as it is given to me and see where it takes me. And wherever it takes me, that's where it goes. Like,
that's fine. That's fine. They've pushed the age of adolescence. I think it used to be from like 12 to 18. Now they're pushing it from like 14 to 24. Really? Yeah, so you're an adolescent until you're 24 now. And I haven't like I just heard this peripherally and like in like shows and the internet and shit, but like they're pushing it further and further off now because you don't have to be as much established because people are living longer, people are staying with their parents longer in their houses. So
millennials, they like to move back home or not leave home.
Exactly. And like I was the same way. Like I feel like a lot of kids my age are the same way, and it just keeps getting further and further pushed along. But I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like it's helping people figure out exactly what they want to do in life. Yeah. So they can focus on that more.
One thing I've always like told myself, like sometimes I'll admit sometimes I get a little down on myself for like not going to college, not having a degree, and like having a secondary education. But at the same time, like I feel like I'm only 23. Like, I don't need to know what I want to do for the rest of my life right now. And I feel like sometimes that's what college pushes you to do.
Yeah.
Like, it forces you at this young age, when you're 18 to 22, figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life when you don't know if that's what you want to do with the rest of your life. Yeah. I'm only 23 and like I don't know what I want to do with the rest of my life.
I don't know
and
what
also
I want to do.
like I don't want to spend the money to go to school for fucking 4 years and think that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. I get out of college and I have no interest in that anymore. Yeah. That's not something I want to do. I
think you'll see less and less in that as the years go on. People, I mean, people say it's like, oh, you need to at least have a college degree to do anything. But I feel like I've never really been asked in my lines of work if I had a college degree or whatever. It looked better, obviously.
On paper,
but like it wasn't like the deciding factor.
Yeah,
every time I've gotten a job.
It can be.
Anytime I've ever gotten a job though, like I haven't been going for huge, like high corporate ladder jobs. But, like, it's all been based upon my interview in person and, like, how I am in person. And I feel like if you're just a personal person...
But at the same time, sometimes, like, somebody... Like, you will get pulled for that interview over somebody that doesn't have that degree.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So we never really know. You're
exactly.
Right. Yeah.
But all this talk about opportunity...
What's your
leads
fortune?
Me to my fortune, which is never let an opportunity pass you by.
Oh. So... What does that mean to you lately?
It means to me, I mean, I feel like I basically just said it. Like, I never knew, I still don't know where I'm going to be fucking in 6 months. And I just like to take our opportunity as it comes to me, take it as an experience, learn from it. I like it or I don't like it, but I like to treat things as a learning experience and see where it takes me in life.
You learn a little about yourself and the experience and then move on.
Yeah.
And use that in your next experience.
Yeah.
I like it, babe.
Yeah.
You're awesome. I love you.
You're awesome and I love you.
And I love the fans.
We love the fans.
Love all you people, the cold feeders, the feets, the feetsies, whatever we want to call you. That's a working title, obviously, because
we'll figure that
out. But this has been episode 5.
Yeah, episode 5.
The Stella Artois cast.
When is it? Tuesday night?
On a Tuesday.
On Tuesday night.
We're gonna record again on Sunday, and in the meantime, please like our Facebook page if you listen to us right now. Go to our website. We have extra content on the different tabs you'll see up there. We have featured music. Listen to that shit. Support these artists.
Yeah.
Support us. We love you. And until next time, it's been Cold Feet.
Yeah. I'm Trina.
I'm Zach.
And we'll see you on Sunday. Peace.